Hi guys, you may have been doing this all wrong. I'm talking about project bags. Here's the scoop, guys. I think it's good to have a whole pile of these in a bag, however you make them, if you make them by hand or if you sew them on the machine. Obviously, it's faster on the machine, but sometimes you just feel like sitting, watching television, and making a project bag. And so these are good for liners for project bags, meaning this type of thing. I guess maybe that's kind of what the video is about more is the liners. And so you can take these and make them as liners for project bags. And if you make the project bags ahead of time, if you're a crocheter like me, then you can say, "Oh, I got this yarn and this looks like a good liner for that." And so you can kind of adjust it that way versus making the bag first and then scooping around trying to find the fabric. I like it that way. Where I don't have to later on try to fit a liner in. It's easier for me to crochet a bag around the liner. But that's me. These are also good for gift bags. So say if you're in a hurry, you can use one of these, put a ribbon around it, tie it up. There you go, a gift bag. If you have big pieces of fabric, you can make a shopping bag. And there's all kinds of things you can use these liners for. I think that if you get in the habit of just like having a pile of them handy, then you can use them for all kinds of things. They can even be used, believe it or not, as a liner for a hat. And so many things. It's just unbelievable. But when you see a piece of fabric that you like in the store, sometimes they have the remnants, or maybe you have an old t-shirt that you cut up or something. If you find something that you like, that would be something that you can use a project bag for and just kind of start collecting them. And it is a lot faster on the sewing machine, but sometimes some of us don't. Like me, sometimes I just want to make something while I'm sitting there watching television. It doesn't matter if the liner is perfect, like this one's not so perfect. Sometimes, maybe for a more special project, I would want it perfect. But sometimes I just want to just have a bag and just have it. Now, another thing I like to do with these liners is this. I don't like to have them as a permanent feature in my bags because if I go someplace, I can take the liner out, put another one in. So here's a good example. Say I want to put in this bag my embroidery. And the next time I go someplace or even at home, I want to use that same bag and have my knitting in it. Well, then I can just flip flop and I'm not obligated to keep the same bag. So that's something I do because sometimes I'm traveling and I just want to take a little project, and sometimes it's like, oh, I don't want to do that or this, but maybe I want the outside of the bag. So these are perfect for that. And you can even put them in a regular purse if you want. Or if you're like me, I'm going to crochet or sew or do something for the outside of the bag and then slip the liner inside. So that's just an idea for you as you're going about. It all depends on what you like to do. I also have like a project bag like this that I stuff all those masks in, and I put a handle on it and I just hang it up. And when I go someplace, I can just get a clean mask out if I have to, because of the social distancing. And then the bag just stays there filled with clean mask, and obviously the dirty ones go in the laundry. So just a few ideas, and as you get working on these, your mind will just be like, oh, I can do this, I can do that. But the point of the video is to say, get a bunch of them, all different sizes and everything, and just start making them. And then when you have a project, they'll be handy, and you don't have to race around the last minute. And you'll also be able to pick out the nice, pretty fabrics that you love. So after a while, you'll have all the nice, pretty fabric in your project bags, and and then you'll have some that maybe aren't so nice that where they get old and beat up. You can use those and close them up and pin them or whatever. Put lingerie in the laundry, and when they get beat, you can take them and clean your house with them. You can, like I said, you could, when they get real bad, you can just, like I said, use them, put your hand in dust or whatever. So there you guys go. A whole different way of looking at these project bags. And hope you enjoyed this. And remember, big or small, you too can be a backyard farm. God bless.